How tight is your snatch?
My snatch is gaping. Are you looking for love?
This week, our all-stars don some celebrity impersonations for the Snatch Game of Love and present big titties and tails on the runway.
Do you think the Snatchlers, Kevin and David, are happy with their love connections?
Looks like Monet downloaded another body for her rotation.
There's only one way to find out.
Tune in now for an all-new episode of Race Chaser All-Stars Edition. Oh.
Mom!
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser, au courant. A podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's
Drag Race.
Starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
My name is Alaska. What is yours?
Hello, I'm Miley Cyrus's titties today.
You are Taylor Dane.
Tell it to my tits.
Oh
This
no,
is the wrong glove for the hand. It is the right side. I need the left.
Just put it on your foot and call it a night.
Oh, girl, don't tempt me because now you know I will put it on my foot.
Glove on foot, the Willam Belli story. You're giving, you know who you're giving?
Who?
You're giving Bobby Trendy.
What? Bobby's never worn hair like this.
No, with his black lip. You're giving Bobby Trendy realness.
I'm giving am I evening? Am I evening? What time of the day am I?
Bobby Trendy Taylor Dane. Bobby Trendy Taylor Dane. Dot 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 dee dot Dane.
Bobby Trendy Taylor Dane. Hollywood
is that
denizens
real
who go
fur?
by name. This is skunk. This is my skunk Stinky. And his tail is made of raccoon because I wanted it fluffier, but the rest of him is skunk.
I am gonna throw blood on this Zoom screen.
Go ahead, bitch. Because this certainly doesn't have any.
We are watching this cockamamie program
This is red
called
bottoms. These
RuPaul's
bloody
Drag
skunks.
Race All Stars 100.
This is a video episode also, as you may be watching right now if you're lucky enough to be on
Is
Mom Plus
it?
Gold. Yeah. But if you're not
Lights,
on Mom
camera,
Plus...
action, and me without a stitch of makeup.
Well, don't worry. I have enough on for half of us. The full video episodes are only available behind the paywall on Mom Plus Gold. So if you're watching on the YouTube and you like it, go on over to Mom. Give us $1. Help us out. Mom Plus Gold.
Oh, it's a lot more than $1.
Is it? How much is it?
It's a premium service.
Are we pulling tips?
I'm pulling tips, baby, just like it's Halloween. A room full of monsters and it makes me want to scream.
I wanna scream. Well,
I
you
gotta
know
get
what
this right so you don't waste your time, not like my comedy I'm killing on this rhyme.
Give me a sewing challenge. I'll show you what you like.
Oh, honey.
Which brings us to
give me
this week, actually.
Give her a boat challenge and she'll show you what you like.
All aboard. Last week,
All
Ru
aboard
challenged.
the fuck train. Yes, please tell us what happened last.
Why would you think that would be a vehicle I was interested in?
Girl, you own the dealership. Tell us what happened last week on this cockamamie program.
Last week, RuPaul challenged her all-stars to prevent 3 show-stopping runway looks for the paintball, including one look made in the workroom from fabric the queens had to hand paint. Some cliques were forming, Alaska talks, as the queens paired off into natural friend groups, and a wide range of levels of taste were presented on the runway. I don't want to call them taste levels because some had none. Gottmik and Plastique stole the show as the top all-stars of the week, and Gottmik won the lip sync, $10,000 for Trans Lifeline, and the chance to cut off her sister. She chose to snip Angeria. She snipped the bitch.
You
Girl,
got the
she snipped me.
snip.
Got the snip. Which brings us to episode...
Never gonna stop.
Even if
Vanilla?
you get the snip.
In a wedge?
Episode 3
Is the
Snatch
snip
Game of
like
Love.
a vasectomy?
Yeah. That's a medical slang for it.
Okay.
Get the snip. Also, after the lip sync, the girls are coming in the room. Never been done before.
Angeria comes in, and I told you last week, I was like, Angeria seems actual upset. Like she's not playing like on stage when that happened. And then she
Actual
comes
and
in
factual.
and she comes in and she's rolling with it and she's like, yeah, well, it is what it is. And then she was like, I'm just kidding, girl.
Yeah.
No drama this season.
Everybody, I think, has a good sense of humor because they know nobody's going home. And honestly, if they all get to be, anyone who gets to be on 12 episodes of TV and get paid for it is a winner, honestly. All these girls are going to come out great.
And they have the opportunity to win money for their charity as the game is going along. So it's not like their charities are going to walk away with nothing.
Yeah. I think it's a wonderful twist in the program, and congratulations to WoW for being so philanthropic with all of these charities after they've been so greedy with their family for so many years.
Y'all wanted a twist, eh? Y'all wanted a twist, eh? These legs are everything. We have to talk about
Madeline Ashton?
Georges.
Oh.
We have to talk about Georges because she still wants to block Nina. Like, she can't stop. She's addicted to cutting Nina. She's like, well, I would have cut Nina still. And lo and behold, she was right. Because here comes Snatch Game.
Yup.
Beep, bop, doodly doo.
It's called editing, and it seems somewhat unprompted that they show her saying it, but the only thing girls do on the couch after this is talk about the challenge or talk about who they would have blocked or who is blocked. Because, so when she's like, I still think I would have cut you, Miss Nina. And I love that she respects her elders. She's like, Miss Nina, like Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah, you don't want to catch these hands. And then Miss Deborah got knocked out. Did you see Miss Deborah on the internet this week?
Wait, who's Miss Deborah?
Miss Deborah got her ass beat. She was the mother of the partner of this girl, and she put hands on this girl, and she said, Miss Deborah, you don't want this. She warned her several times, asked her to be more calm, and then Miss Deborah got her ass handed to her. Then Miss Deborah's daughter tried to come over. We're not playing with that. That's a whole nother show.
Messy.
Deborah Messy. Deborah cleaning. She cleaned up.
She cleaned house.
Yes.
She gathered.
Who would you have blocked, do you think? Because I think them thinking a comedy thing or an acting thing is next is very smart because there hasn't been one yet.
Yeah. Nina. I'm like Georges. I would have blocked Nina. Just every week for fun.
Yeah. And
Like
the
a
Santa
personal
Maria
vendetta
and the
for no
Pinta.
reason.
Yeah.
Sure. Now the girls are like, I don't know, Snatch Game might be coming. Chanel, old school queen that she is, she's like, it's too early in the season for Snatch Game. There's no way they're going to do it.
Says the girl that's never done Snatch Game because her season was only 8 episodes because there were only 8 girls. So when they only have 8 girls, they call it All Stars. Back then, they called it season 1.
Sure.
Were there 8 girls or 10?
RuPaul, why are you so fucking blurry?
Where there was a rough spot.
Dipper is fixated and vexed by Chanel's makeup.
Her makeup for today is she gave it a character. It was very like Nagel meets Cirque du Soleil.
It's gorgeous.
I love it. All the colors. It's like if a parrot worked at MAC.
Sure. Zoobly Zoo, but with FFS.
Exactly.
What do you think
For
about
fuck's
this
sake.
moment when they both realized they brought Liberace?
The moment that
thought
the
it was
girls
a joke.
Here's the thing. They all talked to each other before, and World of Wonder knew they were both bringing Liberace and let this happen because they knew this moment would be great and would take up at least a full segment of interview and everything else.
Drama,
But
excitement, twists.
They also make
Shade.
girls bring backups. They want you to bring 3 characters from what I hear. Maybe on All Stars they didn't ask for 3, but for the new girls for their tapes, I think they have to do 3 different characters for Snatch Game.
Dora the Explorer, Helen Keller,
And you can't do other queens anymore.
Anne Frank.
Tran Frank.
These are all backups from real queens who they never used them. 'Cause
Smurfette.
they were told they weren't allowed.
Who was your backup?
Sharon's backup was Freddy Krueger,
Uh-huh.
which
That's
I
her day
think
look.
I think that that was her work group. That would fly now more so than it did then. There used to be way more restrictions about like it can't be a fictional character. It can't be a man. Now it's
Can't be a
like
trademarked character.
now it's like anything goes. Tasha Salad?
In olden days,
Anyway.
a glimpse of stocking was looked at as something shocking.
But now, God knows.
That's my Patti LuPone. The queens are impersonating
That's your Patti
celebrities.
LuPone.
Yes,
That's
it
like
is.
Maya's share.
Exactly. You're welcome.
great. Don't
clap
for me, Argentina.
Nina and Chanel have been each other's closet friends and allies so far in this competition. So it makes it like even more like, oh, this clique is going up against head to head each other, like for the Liberace moment. And I think that
Okay.
this is like good storytelling on the part of this television program.
Well, I can't wait to see how this turns out after this short break. Hinge is the dating app designed to be deleted.
One of my best friends met their husband on Hinge. And I said,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, they advertised on our podcast. I love them.
Well, honey, it is the wave of the future. This is the way of life. It's a great way to meet people and get your relationship popping, honey.
Yeah, Hinge prompts helps you show off your full personality and connect with someone who appreciates you.
Specifically, Hinge's LGBTQIA+ prompts are designed to help queer daters better connect based on similarities, interests, and compatibility.
Plus, these prompts were created in collaboration with GLAAD, so they are by the people for the people.
Here's one that I love, and we're gonna answer this for you. It's, I feel proudest of who I am when...
When do you feel proud? What have you done today to make you feel proud?
Exactly. I feel proudest of who I am when I feel that sense of community, whether it's at a drag show, whether it's at a drag performance, or whether it's at a drag brunch.
LGBTQIA plus prompts are a great way to connect around niche yet relatable queer experiences by showcasing your nuances, humor, personality, and lived experiences.
Download Hinge and show off your full self using their LGBTQIA plus prompts today. Then find someone worth deleting the app for. Hair thinning impacts a lot of us. In fact, over half of us will experience hair thinning at some point in our lives.
So why not do something about it with Nutrafol? Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement with over 1 million people seeking thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding.
Honey, there comes a time in your life, girl, where, honey, the hair is not doing the things that it used to do, let me tell you. And it doesn't feel good, and you want to take control of it.
Physician formulated with drug-free ingredients, Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting key root causes of thinning through whole body health.
Some key root causes of thinning hair are things like stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism.
Go to Nutrafol.com to take their hair wellness quiz at Nutrafol.com for a personalized hair health plan based on your specific root causes.
Take the first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair.
For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code, you'll never guess,
Drag.
DRAG.
Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair.
Nutrafol.com, and I'm going to spell it out, Nutrafol.com with the promo code DRAG.
That's Nutrafol.com, promo code DRAG.
DRAG. So the girls are walking into the workroom for Snatch Game, and
Who
Rue
has fake teeth here?
Don't know.
I
They've
think
all
probably
got
6 out of
teeth
8.
going on.
6 out of 8 for sure. I think mixed are his.
Roxy, Vangerella,
Chanel,
Chanel. Does Plastique have teeth?
probably.
Those turkey
Yes.
teeth?
Yeah, she got teeth. She got bottoms.
She
too.
has the rounded ones because she's a woman.
I'd say 6 out of 8 of them.
Of her teeth or out of the contestants?
The contestants. I don't
Who
think Nina
else?
does. I don't think
Got
Nina.
Mick has her own teeth?
Yeah, Angeria might too.
Wait, show me Angeria. I'm just obsessed by these teeth. And you have turkey teeth too, but they're not from Turkey.
What? I only
They're
got 4 fakes.
Like only 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had a full set. They look so good.
Thank you.
Georges, what's going on with her teeth?
She's got
Georgelina-
hers. Don't you think?
What?
I'm not sure. I know the lips and then the cheeks changed, and I didn't notice if the cheeks did at the same time when that happened. She's going through the cheek change.
Okay. This has been Teeth Watch. The girls are playing around.
Yes, they are. The girls
playing
are
in
playing.
wigs.
No,
Girl,
Evange's
I bet these queens were just terrors on this set because they're like, no one's going home. Girl, it's for charity. Fuck this. Girl, hey, let me put on that little chicken wig. It looks like my hair. Yes.
The girls that are going around the room that Plastique is talking about who she's worried about. And she says
Mhm.
Mick, Angeria, and Nina, and Vanjie. They all have a strong track record of making RuPaul laugh. Plastique does not.
No, she's
last
not a
time she
laugh
did-
riot.
Last time she did Snatch, it did not go well. And her good friend,
No.
Gottmik, is playing Pal, the dog that originated Lassie.
Now, how are you going to make that funny? And Gottmik is like, and who knows? Maybe she'll even have a British accent by the time I'm done. I don't know.
Who knows?
It's very the misdirect of like, I don't know. Okay, well, good luck.
Yeah, it is 100% that. Nina is trying to keep a positive attitude before Snatch Game. In this walk around, RuPaul only talks to 4 girls, too. We noticed it at the Chicago Roscoe's viewing party. I was like, she didn't talk to nobody. Nobody. Did you notice that?
No. I think they want to leave some suspense and they want to leave enough room for Snatch Game to come out and happen. I love RuPaul's suit. Can we get into the suit?
Is this a nude illusion underneath, or does he have a chemise or a dickie?
Girl, she ain't got no chemise. That's her skill.
She going raw chest, mama?
Now, what I was wondering...
You think she has tapes under her arms to pull that back?
I was wondering if she has like a blouse or something that has like a really deep cut here because I don't like wearing jackets with no shirt because my underarms like perspire and make the fucking jacket stink.
Well, why don't you just put maxi pads in your armpits?
Because I prefer to use tampons.
Okay. Well, I hope they're not taxed, but maxi pads work better than tampons for absorbing arm.
Do they
remnant.
stick or do you?
Yeah,
how...
girl, maxi pads have a sticky spot, so they stick to the girl's underwear. So you put that on the crook of the armpit. You've never known
Do you
this?
think RuPaul has always with wings under her arms on this scene?
She's the wind beneath my wings.
Girl, always with
Fly
wings.
high. So
This
high,
is the
almost touch the
beginning
sky.
of the rest of July.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Do you think that Chanel not doing Snatch Game ever will hinder her? she's seen it so many times. She's like, no, it's too early, but she's never done it. And Nina and Chanel start comparing costumes, and they're like, well, look at these stones. And then Chanel's like, well, look at these. I got a prosthetic schnoz. I'm gonna give
She
realness.
does.
She's giving Michael Douglas in Behind the Candelabra.
I love Chanel's approach. And yes, I mean, it makes it exciting as a viewer because it's like one of these girls has like never even sat on that table and done this. And so it's going to be a new experience. To perform comedy with no audience and no laughter is hard and weird.
You have to be solid in your delivery and just know that the laughs will come later, as long as RuPaul is laughing.
Unless they edit out all the laughs like they do for Chanel. But we'll get to that.
Well, the Ru also lets the girls know that there's going to be two beautiful benefactresses badges for this winners. One for them to
Yes.
keep and one to give to one of their sisters. Didn't I tell you that they were going to throw out, well, you get this many badges just to throw it off later? Remember? Didn't I say that like 2 weeks ago?
Well, yes.
It wasn't a
but-
spoiler. That was just like me knowing that they were going to fuck with people.
Yes, and it also isn't just like, here, you're going to get 10 badges. It's you have to give one away. So that becomes really strategic. And it, like, and that's thinking a few steps ahead to be like, okay, how is the best way to do that? You could be like, I'm going to give it to my friend, but you could also be like, how can I sort of shade somebody?
You know who has a
It's-
friend?
Kian.
Jeffrey Moran. Jeffrey Moran has a new PAPB, Terrence Meck from the Palette Foundation.
I have to, let's give it up for, what's his name?
Terrence Meck
Terrence.
in the loafer,
No sock.
Let's
in
give
the workroom.
Let's give it up for Terrence because she was living her whole life and she was like, honey, all it takes is to give the whole $2,000 prize and I get to literally say, and don't
$200,000
fuck it up.
prize.
No, when you give a prize away, they collect. When the prize was $100,000, each sponsor for everything that they did was $100,000 because OCC told me and showed me everything.
So how much is Paulette paying for?
Probably 200,000.
250. They're doing the full prize.
Yeah, they're doing the.
So
full
they're
prize.
doing the full prize, but they also are getting placement in every episode. So do they pay extra for that, like to the show?
Yeah, but I mean, the placement is shitty. They just say the name. I thought it was a makeup company until this episode. I thought it was a palette.
Well, see, we're learning about their company. That's what they're fucking paying for.
We still don't know what the fuck they do, and they've given $250,000. We should know what they do by episode 1.
They do charitable work.
Giving.
Well, they'd have to. They need $250,000 just to get
Giving.
on Rue's set.
They do giving.
Baby, I
It's
give.
giving.
I give frequently. Frequently. Frequently.
A shout
we
out
have-
to Terrence, friend of the pod from Paulette Fund. We live. She got to say, and don't fuck it up, and you know she was living her whole entire gay existence.
You think she practiced in the
we
mirror?
live.
Yes.
Girl, I would. I would
starts
be
with a
nervous
swipe.
as fuck. It starts with a swipe. What is this about? Is this about taking a shit?
No,
No,
Tinder sponsored
that ends with the swipe,
Oh.
hopefully. Except if you're
Oh,
Courtney,
right.
she
It
does.
doesn't start.
She does no wipers. It's that fiber, baby. Hers can pack like a koala in cubes. The Snatch Game is starting, and we have round 1 is Marla Gibbs,
Cubes.
Tasha's cubed.
You
Koala
just
shit
said
in
Courtney
cubes.
Act takes shits in cubes, bitch.
I shared a hotel with her in Tokyo. We were doing Tokyo Trap Girls.
So does
I've
she have
seen
one
it.
of those square toilets? Do you ever use those? Sometimes they have them in other countries.
I had
They're sort
one
of square.
in the West Hollywood house.
What do you think of that? It feels unnatural.
I think it's fine.
Anyway,
you
Snatch
think?
Game of Love. So what happens here is they split the girls up into groups of 4, which
Put the girls.
do we think that on All Winners, didn't they just do normal Snatch Game? What did they do on All Winners? Because they did 2 characters. Am I wrong? Or was
I
that
don't know.
just Jinx?
Did we cover it?
All Winners was regular Snatch Game, and I think Jinx just flipped her characters.
Yeah, Jinx was Judy and somebody else,
Or
right?
maybe they did do 2 characters. Let me look it up.
I felt like they had to do 2 for some reason on All Winners, but I feel like we miss out on seeing the dynamics of all 8 of them together. Like 2
The two
Liberaces
Liberaces
going at
Jinx.
each other could have been gold.
That would have been amazing. Them trying to like spit roast RuPaul, get him to be their pool boy or something, tickle his ivories. Like I would have loved to
Sure.
see all of them, but I understand why they do 4 and 4 because it's an easier edit. RuPaul has more control. 8 people can get easily out of control. 4
But
people,
why are you even
no
trying
one's
to
talking.
control it? It's for charity.
Because,
Fuck.
girl,
Let it
they
happen.
No, they want their winner.
Snooki wants smush smush.
That was a mess.
Let it
Yeah,
happen.
they just had to do 2 characters back to back. It was like a double header Snatch Game.
See,
crazy.
that is more interesting to me. I mean, this is fine. And I just would have loved to have seen all of the sparks and the dynamic and the banter with all 8 of them. But I'm a classicist when it comes to Drag Race.
I'm not. I'll take whatever they throw at me and slop it around. The Snatch Game super fan Snatchular for the first episode is from Brooklyn. His 2 favorite drag queens are Trinity the Tuck and Jinx Monsoon. It's Kevin. So Monet Exchange comes out. And I think my favorite person from this round was Georges. She did this character that John Leguizamo does from his theatrical work Spicorama, and I think her name is Julissa. This play is so good. His improv work, amazing. This is so funny. And she said, "Date me if you want to gape me." And RuPaul said, "Gape?" And she said, "Gape." She put that P on it, baby.
I feel
love-
like Georges gets away with saying some shit on fucking national television that not really anyone else could really get away with saying, but she's so cute and amiable that we're like, oh, she just said gape me on
Well,
fucking Paramount.
Here's the thing, like I put it on a t-shirt. I said, "Make America Gape Again."
Well,
Like,
and
you-
all your
gape isn't a
Craigslist
bad word.
ads.
No,
But-
double list.
But that is different than Paramount Plus. Like I just think it's really fun that her brand is like being the pass around party doll.
It's her brand. Could use a hand. And if your cheddar makes me wetter, PayPal me $1,000. So top that. Then Snapchat. And if you're looking at your
What
ass,
is
you better give it
that?
a pat. It's the bridge from "Put the Coin on the Dresser," a hit song by a Drag Race girl.
That's a great rap.
Yeah, it is.
You should just use that. If you go back on Drag Race and you have to write a rap, you should literally just quote your own song. And by
The
the time
whole-
it airs, they wouldn't even know.
They won't know. How would they know? It's
It would be too late, and they'd be
wait.
like, "Oh fuck, it's copyrighted, and we have
Is your
to pay her
brand-
royalties." You would do that.
I would. That's what I did with a porn movie I filmed when I was 17. I let them pay me and everything, and then afterwards I was like, "I'm underage. If I ever see this, y'all are going to jail."
That's so Joan Crawford of you.
I know I'm a terrible person, but I'm trying to atone for it by being a tonal.
And using toner on that unit.
Yes, that too. The
'Cause
whole
it's
rap
human.
is because your brand could use a hand and your cheddar makes me wetter, so PayPal me $1,000. So top that, then Snapchat. And if you're looking at mass, you better give it a pat. The lady she liked the pipe. And when I'm sucking on the D, I'm real polite because I don't eat dick with my mouth open and my gag reflex ain't never been broken. I can swallow any size without no choking. When a lady like the D, you better drop the token, drop the token, drop the token, drop the token. Put the coin on the dresser and hit the door. Put the coin up. It's a good rap. I stand by it.
You
And
like
I'm
the
sitting.
pipe.
That slaps.
When the lady she liked the pipe. And when she's sucking on the D, she's real polite. because she don't eat dick with her mouth open. She don't.
She likes
weird.
the pipe.
It's a
Ooh,
sickening
she's-
song. I need to make a music
She's been
video
on the
for it.
business end. She's been on the business end of a pipe. I'll tell you that much.
Piped and plumbed. Sticking your thumb, you pull out a plum. This Snatch Game,
Okay.
Chanel is also okay and amusing. She's spot on Liberace, but this, I'm so glad that Georges
Mama-
won because she did it. She did great. I love her.
Mama, why would they edit out any laughter from Chanel's performance? Chanel was really funny. It was sort of this sort of lascivious, kind of pervy, kind of Liberace, but it was really funny. And then they would just edit out any laughter. You guys, I hate to break the veil, but there is no audience. So the only laughter that we're hearing is put in by the craft editors of Drag Race. So the only laughter we're hearing is put there. So why would they choose to not put it there when Chanel makes jokes? I don't
I'll tell you
understand
why.
this.
I'll tell you
¿Por
why.
qué?
Because they are telling a story. And the story that they're trying to tell, even when there are not words or sounds, is that somebody is not doing as well as the others. They're trying to make Chanel look like she's not doing as well as the others by choosing to not put laughter there. They're literally
I
doing
just
that.
don't. It's
They're
for
making her
charity.
look-
There's no loser. There's no bottom two.
They're
Why?
always going to have somebody that they try to make look like a buffoon. Look at what they did to the girl sitting right next to her, Roxy, on her season of All Stars. They tried to make her look like a buffoon several times. It did not work. There was no
Meanwhile,
buffoonery.
how was Tasha Salad? She got laughs.
They put them there. Yeah, they put the laughs after Tasha's things. So I hope that it was as amusing as they tried to make us think it was.
Yeah.
Georges is so funny. When she sees Kevin, and then later when she realizes that it's Monet, she's gagged.
Georges
so-
is so short. She's in heels, mind you.
I know.
And Monet is a foot taller than her.
Let's go to round 2 of the Snatch Game. We got Cleopatra, Vanjie, Liberace, Nina West,
Yes.
Ali Wong, Plastique, and then Pal, a British dog.
Yes, British dog.
She's giving Collie cunt.
She's kind of British sometimes. She's kind of American, she's kind of German, and she's kind of British.
Golden Retriever.
Sure. Vanjie
This-
is wrapped in a carpet. Go
And
off.
that's-
I love this kind of thing.
None of us knew
Love
why
that.
she was wrapped in a carpet at the Roscoe's viewing party. And then this French faggot told us, he said, it's because in the movie Cleopatra, that's how she's smuggled into her boyfriend's chambers in a rug, and then they roll her out.
Research.
Roll out.
That's called dramaturgy. Bitch.
Well, you know she didn't think of that. You know it was some Alexis or Perry Meek or somebody told her was well, do this. RuPaul
she's
know it.
smart. She's a smart
Yeah.
lady.
Um,
Nina West, Liberace. I mean, the reason Nina West won was because this is a very
Comedy
good
challenge.
Snatch Game performance. She nails the right tone of the comedy that you want for Snatch Game. It's gotta be engaging. It's gotta be kind of kind of vaudeville-y. If you go that direction, you are funny,
Win.
that's the way to do it.
honestly.
Was it Liberace? It was funny.
I thought it gave all the insinuations of it. The mannerisms were Chanel's
It
voice
was
sounded
Paul
more like him.
Lind.
Yeah,
it was Paul Lind dressed up in a Liberace costume.
Yeah, I like that he had the little piano that he could tinkle the keys and his Lumiere cocktail ring.
Vanjie looks so pretty. Plastique I don't. How can
Plastiques is more of a
someone
character study. It's a if this was immersive theater, Plastique would have been fine. But she knows where her strengths are. They just like they didn't bring Nina to All Stars for her looks, they didn't bring Plastique for her jokes. Okay?
Do you
So,
think
like,
that Plastique
there's
and
nothing wrong
Ali
with us
Wong are
talking
still
about this.
friends?
Yeah, they posted a picture together.
Oh.
They're still friends.
Plastique, you must tweet an apology to Ali Wong for this performance.
Plastique's monotone is, I think, her biggest killer because it doesn't seem like she's having fun. And
she's terrified, yeah.
Yeah, and I just wish someone would give her a shot or like something to make her a little looser. More like Nina. Nina's got a harness under her jacket when she wins this competition, and she is so happy to see this beautiful black man. RuPaul, behind the corridor. Or did I mean the Bachelor, the Snatchler? I love this mustache. I don't know what they're doing in Riverside other than DUIs, but this mustache looks beautiful on this Snatchler.
You know what I used to do when I did mustaches in drag? I used to
What?
do
Put
eyelashes.
your car on autopilot and do it in the mirror.
Usually the
Using the trunk?
eyelashes go up like this. You turn
Oh.
them upside down and put them like that, and you can do
Oh.
like 2 across.
Yeah, not one because that's different.
Well, that's
Charlie
Charlie
Chaplin.
Chaplin.
That's Chaplin. Chaplin-esque.
Yeah. Who else was on the Snatch Game? Who was the fourth?
It was Vanjie, Nina, Lassie, and Ali Wong.
Oh, Lassie. Oh, Lassie was really funny.
Yeah,
Cunty
Lassie was
in
great.
the moment. Mick did a really good job of just being like cunty and fierce, and also looked amazing as the dog.
Mick was
You
very
can't
much-
read the dog.
You can't read the dog.
You can't read the dog.
Mick was very much giving, I thought, like Cara Delevingne, Paris Hilton as a British girl, like British socialite, Vivian Lee. I loved
a
it.
little Betty Davis.
Yeah,
A
it was
little like Marlena.
it was a great job.
Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Ruff.
You've screenshotted and shared their tweets and you've quoted them over dinner. Now enter the discourse.
Listen and watch Peyton Dix and Hunter Harris on Wondery's newest show, Let Me Say This, where they'll answer the most burning questions in pop culture.
Like, what is Hunter's favorite Dakota Johnson lie?
What hot thing did Kristen Stewart do yesterday?
Or even, what makes Zendaya and Tom Holland lesbians?
Friends for a decade, the shared trauma of a crappy Boston dorm room and commiserating about the pitiful Brooklyn dating scene bonded them for life and made their friendship even deeper than J-Lo's delusion.
Now they're certified haters and internet carnivores, beacons of truth and connoisseurs of mess.
Highbrow, lowbrow, and all the tortured poets in between, this is the show for the weekly hot takes on pop culture you didn't know you needed and won't be able to live without.
Follow Let Me Say This on Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Watch new episodes on YouTube or listen to Let Me Say This ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
The queens are painting for the next day for the runway, and they're talking about badge strategy, and everybody's got different ones. Gottmix just wants to give it to someone who doesn't have a badge, and Roxy's pointing out that whoever has the most badges will be a target to be cut. So now it's like, which one? Is it offensive, or is it always an offensive move, or is it also defensive? It can never be defensive. Unless you
It's
make a
hard
pact
to
to give it to
say.
someone who will also give it to you. Like Nina and Chanel
I
kind
don't
of
think
figure
they'd
out.
let them do that.
You know what? I don't
think
think they'd let them. I don't think they'd think that someone would do it until they did it, and then they would try to not let them. But like, they didn't say that they couldn't, so they should be able to. Because unless a rule is stated, you should assume that you have full leeway, and that's how it works with quiz shows and all the scandals. Because I've been looking up quiz shows because in the 1950s they had a big scandal about it with the FCC or something because there was all these rigged quiz shows. And
Yeah.
these are regulated things by like somebody. So it's like, imagine there was a show and they awarded a bunch of prizes to people and then they didn't give them their prizes and then acted like that was fine. Imagine. Oh, wait, you don't have to, bitch. You were on it. And they didn't give you your prizes. And they didn't give so many other girls their prizes. I'm compiling the list. So if you know them, send them in. I have a big old list. Checking it twice. Going to find out the prizes or price.
Everyone take a shot of peppermint schnapps. Willam went off on World of Wonder.
All right.
I didn't mention anybody. I said imagine if. Imagine.
Oh,
Imagine.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah. Imagine. You know what imagine is a synonym for? To wonder. And you can wonder anywhere in the world,
Right.
baby.